Hi friends, in my last video I have discussed about SnowSQL. It's a classic client used to it's a command line client to run a SQL, and it's mainly used to run a SQL queries interactively or via scripts, everything like I've demonstrated. But in continuation of that, and now we are going to discuss about Snowflake CLI, a command line interpreter. It's like advanced version of SnowSQL, we can call it, or a modern development toolkit. Like, okay, this is purely focused for developer purposes. And on top of SnowSQL, it supports various ways like snow park user defined function. You can create store procedures, you can create stages, secrets, functions, and for application deployment and project development, deployments, everything you can do that. Also it supports SQL as well. Okay, so that's the beauty of Snow CLI. It's more like Snow SQL legacy CLI, what we discussed in the previous video, but on top of it, it gives a lot of flavors like and connections. Last time we configured in different way in SnowSQL, like we have a yes, a hidden folder SnowSQL. Under that, the config file, we need to uh, uh, create a connection information and make use of it, correct? Like similar to that, here the flavor is little different. We need to do that. Okay, so okay, like this is about quick introduction and the brief about like Snowflake CLI, how it is different compared to the legacy CLI called SnowSQL, correct? Now let us jump in to how to install and set up the SnowSQL. So this is the link you can follow from Snowflake. So if you click the link, Snowflake CLI, so open source command line tool, everything they have given. But now if you scroll it slowly, you can see here installation Snowflake CLI. From this, like you can read all the requirement, everything what is required to do the setup, everything. And in my case, I use macOS to install. So like if I scroll it down, if already Snowflake CLI is installed, SnowCLI, if you run snow help, it will show all the list of options. But if you are using first time, like in macOS setup, like you need to do, you need to follow this instruction. Okay, you have to use the brew install Snowflake CLI. It will do the installation part. Once the installation done, you can copy this command and try to validate your snow CLI install successfully. You will get the confirmation here. So which version Snowflake CLI tool you have it, and you can use you make use of all this list of option. Okay, so like for an example, snow connection test. If you give it, what will happen? So this is one of the parameters, like in the config, like if you follow the instruction, it will also give you an idea how to set up your config file during the course of the connection information setup, everything. So once you set up the config.toml, so where you will see the config file. So when you install snow CLI, so there is again there is one hidden folder will be created. Under this hidden folder, you will find this config.toml. In case if you don't find this folder, you can create Snowflake folder, and you can create a config.toml, and you can add the connection information. Okay, so once the connection information is added, you can validate, like so like I mentioned, right, like snow connection and test. Like what it will do, it will test the default connection. I have two connection information, default and my underscore connection. So when you do this command snow connection test, by default it will go to the connection with the default, and it will try to validate. In this case, my connection is valid, it says status okay, and it's able to do that. Also, you want to list the list of connection what you have it, that is also possible. So flow connection list, it will give the list of option. Okay, so now we are as we discussed about snow CLI installation, everything, and how to configure. Now, so like let us quickly jump into one small demonstration about one sample script how we can execute using the snow CLI. Okay, So I have kept one small script. Okay, so okay, this is the script what I have it. Basically, this script what it will do, it will try to print the current database which I'm connected schema, values, everything. And the second step, I'm trying to create one a demo table. Inside the demo table, I'm trying to add two records. Once that table is record have been added, like I'm trying to display the records inside the table. Okay, let me try to execute that. Like to execute that, what I need to do is no. Uh, okay. SnowSQL hyphen script.sql. Okay, so this is the command I need to do it. Like I have to use to execute the Snowflake query. I have to use the option snow space equal and hyphen f represents like a file I am going to pass it. So inside this file I have the script, right, like I explained. So that file commands are getting executed like this. Like see which database I've connected and which schema I've connected, which values it belongs to, and thereafter the subsequent command try to create a table. Okay, this is a table confirmation, creation confirmation. Then I'm trying to add two records. Once the records have been added, like I'm trying to display the record. Okay, so this is the quick idea about a difference between SnowSQL and SnowCLI, and where it is used, and so morely developer oriented tool. It has a better feature compared to SnowSQL. It's plainly for SQL execution, correct? This is more into developer with Snowpark apps and projects and CI/CD integration and ETL pipelines. So many things you can do with SnowCLI as an advanced tool. Okay, and yeah, this is a quick demonstration about how to run a script as well. We discussed, correct? I think hope you understood about this topic. Like if you have any questions, please feel free to reach me. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you. Bye.